Hello, everyone. My name is Dax Cordero. Uh, I am the sub-regional head of Libre Knife Fighting Philippines, as well as the head of Urban Combatives Philippines Study Group. Um, and I'd like to welcome you all to this little project of ours that we call Pinoy Martial Arts Mastermind. Um, this is really nothing more than a free-flowing discussion among friends and colleagues uh, who share the same passion for martial arts. No? And we aim to cover all things martial arts and also a little bit of things beyond martial arts.
Didiscuss natin, ang didiscuss natin is meta. Meta meaning above ng ano natin. Hindi yung specific, oh, this is an arm bar. Oh, ito, saksak to, blah, blah. Hindi natin didiscuss yun. For example, we can discuss ngayon, masterminding. Ano yung dinadaanan natin ngayon as instructors? Ano yung nawala sa atin ngayon, di ba? For example, ano ginagawa mo ngayon para mabuhay? Kasi for example, we can discuss in my case, hindi ko full-time ang martial arts. Ang problema naman, sarado din yung clinic, di ba? Pero once pagbukas na yung clinic, ang problema yung martial arts pa rin eh. So how can you survive as an instructor? Yep. So, ikaw, anong idea mo?
Most instructors went online. So everything went to online classes. Now, yung online classes is subdivided into either you book group classes or you book individual classes. You can definitely do this whether sa exercise, sa fitness component, or sa striking component, or yan sa yung akin doc nakakapi ako eh. Nagpa-dentista ako, hirap uminom.
Sige. Okay.
So yun, tapos for the striking and yan, si weapons training, kaya namang gumawa ng solo drills. Ang mahirap yung mga yan, jiu-jitsu in general. Kasi kahit boxing pwede ka pang gumawa ng striking arts, pwede ka pang magpagawa ng drills eh. Pwede ka pang mag-observe eh. So yung mga close contact, one-on-one hand-to-hand contact, related sports or martial arts, yan ang super hirap. So, in my case, jiu-jitsu, sobrang hirap niyan. Pero, in terms of striking, fitness components, yung mga spin classes nga, it's either they sold their bikes or they rented out their bikes. And then they hold classes in Zoom.
Strength and conditioning mo, pati may ibang solo drills na pwede. Pero, ang question ko sa'yo, Franco, regarding sa solo drills ng jiu-jitsu, no? Hindi may partners lang solo. How long can you do that? How long can you do that? Kasi nakikita ko iba may bata ginagawa sa chair, di ba? Or sa mga grappling dummies. How long can you maintain the interest?
Yung interest, definitely, it's gonna be hard to... The most difficult level is to convince people to do solo jiu-jitsu drills kasi sila yung starting from zero. They have absolutely no idea what jiu-jitsu is. So, ang pinaka-hook mo sa kanila will definitely be the fitness component and then leading to actual jiu-jitsu training. Your main source of an audience would be your current pool of jiu-jitsu students. Kasi now you will tell them the importance of drilling. And since we are all in quarantine or gyms are set to open in September, you're gonna use that time to polish, supposedly to polish all of these skill sets, so that when classes resume, you will definitely be a lot better. Kasi nga, yun eh, you're gonna invest time. The time that you have right now will be invested on solidifying your foundation and polishing your basics.
Okay. It's funny, for me.
Tapos pero ano kasi siya eh, pinagtatawa na si Gracie Academy, pero...
Yeah, online.
Ngayon siya yung...
No,
pero,
in general.
Doc, ito rin yun eh. marami ng when that whole laughing the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu online training was the laughing part was because they were selling belts online. They were promoting online.
Yes. Yes,
Pero
yes.
the
The
whole
training,
blueprint of having the training, ang dami na doc. Halos lahat ng world champion, merong Keenan online, may Lucas Lepre online na, ang pinaka sumunod diyan, so they were all nobody really laughed at the idea of having an online presence. Everyone was just castigating the Gracie Academy for number one, making it so easy for people to what do you
to
call
get
this?
promoted.
Get promoted online. 'Di ba? Biruin mo, tawag ito, magiging blue belt ka online. Yun yung medyo naging issue. Pero
Yeah.
the concept of having an online presence or having an online platform, wala masyadong pumansin nun kasi even though it was Gracie Academy. Ang pinaka alam kong may second platform was Marcelo Garcia. When Marcelo
Yes,
Garcia
sir.
built MG in action, everyone shut up about parang kung maiinis ka sa may online academy, ayan, sitahin mo si Marcelo Garcia. So walang sumita kasi Marcelo Garcia. Then everyone followed suit. Lucas Lepre, Keenan, the Mendez brothers, everyone, Atos, Hibero, everyone followed. Ang nagkaroon ng buzz about BJJ online lessons is because everyone started noticing that the Gracie Academy was handing out belts online.
Pero actually, ever since the 80s, ginagawa na to eh. I remember there was a course through VHS naman, through Black Belt Magazine. They will teach you Wing Chun Chi Sao. So you copy it with a partner, then you send your videos to the instructor and they grade you.
Pero ang mahal nun. Oo, siguradong mahal ng process na yun.
Well, during that time,
diba? During that time.
Pero Franco,
ngayon, it's easy.
Pero Franco, when in theory, diba, you can open in September, and when you eventually start to teach your students live, ano ba yun? Like, kasi obviously, Jiu-Jitsu is talagang ultra close quarter sport, no? So, how do you manage that? Will you have screening? How do you manage social distancing? Naka-mask ba kayo?
Hopefully
how does that work?
Hopefully by September nag-die down na yung fear from this whole thing. Tsaka you're gonna count on the emotion of jiu-jitsu people who just really want to go back to training. Kasi lahat kating-kating na ngayon eh. As it is nga ngayon, as of this moment, there are already pocket trainings happening. They're not just posting
kayo
about it.
You plan to do like screening, like even thermoscanning, yung mga ganun ba? Or,
hindi, thermoscanning siguro. Siguro, yan yung mga mo.
Bago pumasok.
Ito lang yun eh.
Actually, before the lockdown, they were doing that.
Si Jiu-Jitsu, for me, si Jiu-Jitsu and MMA community or gym in general, they're like one of the sectors that has the highest standards. Na parang everyone's been posting about their gym disinfections. Jiu-Jitsu and MMA, Jiu-Jitsu gyms in general have been doing it since day one. So, in terms of cleanliness and disinfection, Jiu-Jitsu gyms are there. Now, in terms of yung hygiene, Jiu-Jitsu gyms have high controls in place in terms of hygiene. Tapos, Jiu-Jitsu culture and Jiu-Jitsu gym, depending on the gym that you are enrolled in, guidelines na yan ever since, even prior to the pandemic. If you're coughing, if you look sick, if you feel sick, if you're nauseous, alam mo yun, they won't allow you to train. Pag may flu-like symptoms ka, you're not allowed to train. So, even before this pandemic, toenails and fingernails, stinky geese.
Yeah.
Diba? Ngayon, ang nadagdag ngayon, everyone is required to wear a shirt inside or a rash guard. When they opened the gyms, talking about gyms, September is too long. So sabihin natin may praning. by October, nakalimutan na ng tao to. Mabilis makalimot mga tao eh. Ayun.
Yeah, we'll see.
Pero ano pa rin yan, pare? Ano yun eh? Kasi like you are stating an opinion on the disease. Kasi parang you're saying na it's part fear propagated by the government. No? But not everybody thinks that way. Some people, they actually agree with the government.
Oo.
Lockdowns. No? So,
Yeah, oo naman. Oo naman.
So yun nga eh. I think that's what we have to deal with now. Particularly ikaw, pare. Kasi ikaw, jiu-jitsu talaga eh. Diba? It's really something
very intimate.
To,
So to restart, may plans ka na ba? What are you planning to do?
Nung nag-uusap kami ng mga coaches, ang pinaka-worry pa lang muna ngayon is what are gonna be the government guidelines once everything is lifted. And then the focus will be to reassure the public that it's safe to try jiu-jitsu. Kasi the old students, the feedback, wala, lahat, everyone just wants to train. As it is nga ngayon, yung mga cluster na nangyayari, people who are within the same area, nag-uusap-usap na eh. They go to each other's house and then they train there.
Ang problem din, yung interest, no? Yung mga hindi fanatics. Kasi ma-attract sa ibang sport yan eh.
So ngayon, ang magiging, like, when everything is lifted, the focus now would be on the exercise and fitness component of it muna. Instead of kumbaga, ang priority mo yun, fitness, wellness, then pang subcategory mo muna si self-defense.
I think pare dyan papasok yung importance ng online dyan sa fitness. And I think it's also part of how you're gonna get new students to get. Kasi pare, the interest in jiu-jitsu will not die down. It's just that people are afraid to try it now, no? But of course, it's been proven time and again the effectivity of it in fighting, no? And people will still want to get into it. So ako kasi parang naisip ko kasi nga through our experience kami nila Sixto, yung experience namin through online. We teach online, but obviously you don't teach everything. You can't teach it. It's an impossibility. Kasi like with Carlos Hermanos, it's a very simple system. And it relies heavily on sparring, no? And the same with the jiu-jitsu kasi kung di ka nagro-roll, di ka matututo. But, probably what you guys can do is maybe do like, like it's a specific course like an introduction to jiu-jitsu or maybe yun nga focusing on the physical aspects, the drilling aspect of it. Kumbaga parang pina-primer mo yung mga tao. No, so
yun ang mangyayari muna talaga ngayon.
And I think there has to be a cooperation within the community, not just the instructors, even the practitioners. Kasi pare, kung hindi tumulong sa yung mga estudyante mo, baka mamatay kayo eh, 'di ba? Yun ang mahirap eh. And it's to everyone's benefit if the passion is kept alive, no, by everyone involved. So
far nakikita ko ngayon being done by the different chapters and by the different teams. They do a lot of online classes. Yan, Zoom classes halos lahat. And ang pinaka-focus tsaka ang mga attendees, mga white belts, yung mga bago, yun yung nagiging ngayon. Sila yung pumupuno ng mga classes ngayon.
Anyway, guys, wrap na natin. Anyway, maganda tong ginawa natin. Susunod, isip tayo ng topic ulit. Dax, Alfred, ano feedback niyo? Ganda, no? Ganito lang tayo.